Welcome to Playflow's weekly podcast for video game reviews. I'm Bioshockraptor reviewing Kingdom Hearts 2 for the PS2. So let's get it started, and remember to visit our homepage for more reviews. Kingdom Hearts 2 was designed, created and published by Square Enix and Buena Vista Games, now called Disney Interactive Studios, in 2005. And it's the sequel to the Platinum game Kingdom Hearts. It's rated PG in Australia and E for everyone in the US, and follows the story of a young boy who travels through various Disney worlds with Donald Duck and Goofy. As of December 2006, Kingdom Hearts 2 has sold over 3.5 million copies worldwide. Kingdom Hearts 2 is set 1 year after the first game. In Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora destroyed a man named Ansem who was controlling the main bad guys in the game, known as the Heartless. There is a Game Boy Advance game called Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, which is set in between these two games. You don't necessarily need to play or complete either of the first two games, but it would help. In the opening cinematic of Kingdom Hearts 2, it shows you what basically happened in the first game. Sora, Donald and Goofy are walking along a road until they get to Castle Oblivion to try and find King Mickey and Sora's friend Rick. Each floor or level they move up to, they lose more of their memory, and there is an evil group of villains known as Organization 13, made up of 12 men and 1 woman. Sora and his friends destroy almost half of them, and by the end of the game the protagonists have completely lost their memories. They have also met a girl named Namine who has the ability to take, implant and restore people's memories. So she conceals and puts Sora, Donald and Goofy to sleep, each in a white pod hidden in a special laboratory to restore their memories. In Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora is awakened from his slumber and sets off on a journey once more to find out the mysteries behind these nobodies, who are a new type of bad guys in the game. Well, it's an awesome and epic story, I must admit, that I thought was one of the best I've seen. It might get a bit confusing at times, but it's still completely awesome. And when it does get confusing, Wikipedia is probably your best friend. The characters in Kingdom Hearts 2 are so cool. Each character has a different personality and view. Each different character also have their own look and style, and each and every outfit they wear is so much cooler than our normal clothes we wear, but they can get a little far-fetched. Square Enix makes the villains evil and such, and the protagonists are awesome and courageous. I think that you'll think the same if you get the game. They are all basically 3D anime characters with awesome, and the most coolest bit is it's basically Final Fantasy in a Disney world, so there's so many characters to see and so many different cameos, plus there's lots of new ones, and I just love it. Well, here the gameplay is simple, sort of. It's a cross between a turn-based RPG and a real-time action-adventure game. There is a small command box in the bottom left-hand side of the screen with attack, magic, items, and another command. When you press one of these actions, well, that action occurs. Pretty simple, lots of combos, but sort of kind of plain. Occasionally there will be reaction commands which require you to press triangle, but it's still not that great. It's much like the game Final Fantasy Crisis. Well, the controls are spot on in Kingdom Hearts 2. It's just the basic attacking that's dull. The only button you press for attacks is X. Circle is jump and triangle is reaction command. It isn't so much boring, just not as good as it could have been. But then again, it isn't aimed at older people, so it's good being simple for younger gamers. And oh, the graphics are tremendous. They're so damn good, especially in the cinematics. It's really fully, truly rendered graphics at its finest. The gameplay graphics are good for the PS2, and so are the cutscenes. Some of the best you'll ever see on a PlayStation 2. It's just amazing. I absolutely love the music in this game too. I even downloaded some of the soundtrack onto my computer. It's actually really, really good. Nice, smooth and quiet tones, and just awesome songs overall. There isn't anything to hate about it. I loved it, so well done, Square. It adds lots of classic Final Fantasy tunes with also lots of Disney songs. So the review has basically been almost perfect so far, but with the lack of any multiplayer in this game whatsoever gives it no stars for this segment. It would have been great to have some though, but in a future Kingdom Hearts game there will be up to 4-player co-op, which will be good to see. But the multiplayer isn't so much of a fuss because it's really fun playing on your own anyway. Well, Kingdom Hearts 2 is a pretty long game. It has over 20 hours of gameplay and it's actually fun. It's not repetitive and it is fun going to each Disney World and meeting the characters there. It will last you a while, especially if you play it on a harder difficulty. If you go exploring and try to level up a lot and try to collect lots of items, you'll get a pretty fair bit out of it because I didn't finish the game till 40 plus hours. So after you defeat the last boss in this game, a card will come up showing how many enemies were defeated and how long it took to complete it, etc. But after which you cannot save, so you can either replay the boss numerous times, which is basically infinite, or you can go through all the Disney Worlds again and search for all the secrets. It's pretty good, and there is an extra hard boss to do and extra weapons to get as well. Well, I just love this game so much. It has simple controls and it's a nice mix of Final Fantasy and Disney characters and an interesting story that really sucks you in. This game has no multiplayer, not so fun gameplay, and sometimes it will be hard battling a certain boss unless you've completed the first game. It will get really confusing at times, so you'll probably have to either read about it online or complete the first game and Chain of Memories for the GBA. A year later, after this was released, Square Enix produced and released a final mix version of the game with heaps of extra content, but only within Japan. I just love this game too much to not give it a 10 out of 10, but there is no multiplayer whatsoever, and the final mix was only released in Japan, so maybe in the future Square Enix could release a final mix in English. Story 5 out of 5, characters 5, gameplay 3, controls 5, graphics 5, music 5, multiplayer 0, length 4, replay value 5. Overall rating 8. Awesome.